Hi, I'm Bailey with my math experts, and today I'm going to teach you how to simplify this following this expression. So we're told if x equals 2 and y equals -3, what does negative xy squared equal? So first thing, I'm just going to rewrite this a little bit so that it's a little bit clearer what it's saying. So x equals 2, y equals 3, and we're simplifying the expression negative xy squared. So first thing we're going to do is substitute these numbers in for these variables. So they're saying x is 2, so we're going to just go ahead and put 2 in for x. They're telling us y equals 3. We're going to go ahead and put 3 in for y. And now we can start simplifying this because we have all of these numbers. So when you have all of the numbers in an expression, the way to simplify it is according to PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So first thing, parentheses, you might notice we do have parentheses here, but there's nothing actually going on inside the parentheses. It's not like we have like parentheses 2 plus 7 where there's something we can do there. We just have a 3. So there's actually nothing to do in those parentheses. 3 is just 3. We can't simplify that any further. So then that means it's time for us to move on to our second step here, which is exponent. We do have an exponent. So something really important to note here, this exponent 2 is only applying to the 3. If it were applied to the -2, it would have to look something like, I don't know, something like this, in which case we would simplify this inside the parentheses first anyway. But currently, right now, only the 3 is being squared. And then squaring something means multiplying it by itself. So 3 times 3 is 9. We're going to go ahead and simplify that 3 squared to a 9. And then the next step is multiplication. When two numbers are next to each other, it means they're being multiplied. So we have this -2 times this 9. That's going to give us -18. And then we're done. We don't have anything else to do to simplify it. So -18 is our answer. So this question is really testing your memory on if you remember that PEMDAS exists and how to use PEMDAS correctly. Some algebra students can get tripped up by questions like this because when you're solving an equation, for example, like 3x plus 5 equals 22, the way that you typically solve an equation is backwards PEMDAS. So when you don't know one of the numbers, when you have a variable and you want to solve for the variable, the way to do that is typically backwards PEMDAS. You start with addition and subtraction, and then you go to multiplication and division. But if you do know all the numbers, like in this example that we just worked through, that's when you use forwards PEMDAS to simplify. So just keep that in mind. That can be why students get confused about these sort of questions. So just keep it straight. When you have all the numbers, simplify using PEMDAS. When you don't know one of the numbers and you're solving for a variable, you use backwards PEMDAS to solve that equation. So great. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks.